okay?
We're back. Sarah Palin found her true fans this weekend when she made her way to an adoring crowd at CPAC, but that didn't stop her from delving into the lowest of the low, birther talk.
More background checks? Dandy idea, Mr. President. Should have started with yours.
You get the drift. This kind of talk may rile up the base, but it sure doesn't appeal to mainstream America. Ron Reagan's a radio talk show host and an MSNBC political analyst, and Shira Toeplitz is a reporter for Roll Call. Shira, what is it about the birther thing that just gets to the giggle with these people? Why do they love doing this, to talk about the president's roots as un-American? What's the giggle here?
Well, obviously, she was speaking to a conservative convention. A lot of young activists are there, probably the most conservative, the conservative wing of the Republican Party. They liked it. They were cheering it on.
Why?
Why? Because I think they still believe, for some reason, the president has more to offer on this topic. Obviously, he's released his birth certificate. That is not the case, but they still like to cheer it on, even though it's been, for the most part, it has been proven factually accurate that he was born in the United States of America.
So I'm still left, Ron, with the question of why. I mean, you can disagree with the guy, you can call him a socialist, you can call him all those things, because they're basically judgments you make. But there is no judgment aspect to whether this guy's an American or not, whether he's born here or not. I don't know if anybody had as much advertising. Maybe you did. Most people don't get this much advertising when they're born. There's that big ads in the paper when you're born in Honolulu. You were born. That's what happens when you get born. They get advertised for it, and nobody gets advertised being born who wasn't born when they were advertised, and they just make up this other stuff. I think it's ethnic. I think they don't like his last name. They don't like the color of the guy. They don't like his back. They don't like anything about him being black or not white, and it's bugging them still. So they make a ha-ha chuckle out of it, a sick, awful, anti-American chuckle.
Right. Yeah, if he wasn't African American or, you know, mixed race, they wouldn't be doing this birther nonsense with him. But these people live in a different universe, Chris. They believe all sorts of things that aren't true. They believe that the Earth is 6,000 years old. They believe that global warming isn't really happening. They believe that humans rode around on dinosaurs and things. They believe all sorts of things.
I know.
If you want to know, if you want to find the people who are ruining the Republican Party, you go to CPAC. I will leave you with one little observation. They had a seminar on minority outreach that was dominated by white men defending slavery. That pretty much tells you all you need to know about CPAC.
I like the guy who stood up and said they got 3 squares a day. What are they complaining about? It was a good deal back then. And by the way, Shira, I want to try you one more time. Why did Donald Trump call for bringing whites into the country and not people from the dark people from the South or brown people? How can you come out and say basically you're for a racialization of America, that whites should be officially welcome but not other people?
I don't know how you can...
It's a mystery. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. I don't know how you can say that. I think what's really the story here is the evolution of CPAC is so much the story of the evolution of the Republican Party, right? CPAC used to be this conference that attracted all these very, very conservative figures, and now more and more you're seeing mainstream people. It used to be built for characters like Donald Trump to go speak to the Republican base. That's not the case anymore, and I think that's very scary for Republican parties, especially members and consultants and operatives in it who want to win eventually again down the line.
Well, let's take a look at one last line. Here's Sarah Palin talking about something a bit, you might say, off color, but it's her way of being funny and a little bit of a redneck. Let's watch her.
Oh, you should have seen what Todd got me for Christmas. Well, it wasn't that exciting. It's a metal rack, a case for a hunting rifle to put on the back of a four-wheeler. And then, though, I had to get something for him to put in the gun case, right? So this go around, he's got the rifle, I got the rack.
So that's how it's done, Ron. Liberals can't talk like that.
Yeah.
I mean, conservatives or people on the wacko right can talk about that. I guess they have different PC rules over there. What do you think?
I guess so, yeah. Only at CPAC would that sort of sexual innuendo get that kind of a laugh. Listen, the central question for the Republicans here, and it's a question that Sarah Palin sort of poses by her very presence there, is how do you drag a 19th century party into the 21st century when it's hauling this barge full of people who want to relitigate the Civil War and Sarah Palin, among other people? I don't see how you do it.
Well, she's God's gift to the people who are truly sane because they can always check themselves against terror. Anyway, thank you, Ron Reagan. By the way, how about finishing your term, Governor? Anyway, Shira Toeplitz, thanks for joining us from Roll Call. When we return, a very special celebration for St. Patrick's Day, which we're honoring here today. Sunday was yesterday. This is Hardball, the place for politics.